Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high-quality, free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. In this video, I will be speaking about GBPUSD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be speaking about the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing and how they are moving their orders. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. Now, starting from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that at the moment we have a market which is testing a quite strong monthly historical support and demand area. In fact, from here, all this previous rejection to the upside was created. Again here, the market tested its zone and rejected it to the upside. Again here, and we can see how at the moment the market, after rejecting it from here, has tested once again, just a couple of months ago, the same area of historical support and demand, has started rejecting it to the upside. And in a situation like this, we could expect more potential bullish continuation to be created away from this level. So from a monthly standpoint as well, everything seems quite bullish. Now, dropping down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Now, from a weekly perspective, we can notice how the market has just shifted from a weekly bearish market to now a weekly bullish market. In fact, we went from creating lower lows and lower highs to then having this area of horizontal accumulation. Then we shifted to creating higher highs and higher lows. So essentially we had a shift from a weekly bearish market to now a weekly bullish market. And from here, we could expect more bullish continuation to be created away from this level. So the weekly time frame as well looks quite bullish. We can also notice that if we zoom in closer, the previous level of weekly resistance, so essentially this previous high from which this previous move to the downside was created, has now been broken to the upside. And this previous resistance, once it got broken to the upside, became support, because what we know is that in the market, previous resistance, once it gets broken to the upside, becomes support. And in fact, the market retested the level of as support here and has already started rejecting it to the upside. So from a weekly perspective as well, we could expect more bullish continuation. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we have? Well, from a daily perspective, what we can see is that at the moment, the market is testing exactly the level of resistance that it has rejected multiple times in the past. In fact, the same area got rejected here, again here, again here, again here, and at the moment the market is trying to break above the zone. If the market will not succeed in breaking above this resistance area, it can easily get rejected to the downside. So in order to continue higher, this market will need to break above the zone. Now, if it actually breaks above the level, at that point, this previous resistance would become support. And after the break, on the retest of the previous resistance turns support, this is the area inside of which we could see more institutional longing, which at that point would further increase the probabilities of a potential rejection to the upside away from this level. In fact, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving their orders, and we check the data precisely for the pound, what we can see here is that with the last reports, net positions have been increased quite a bit. We went from having minus 27.7k net positions, so a negative net positioning with more shorts than longs from an institutional perspective on the pound, with 80,500 shorts compared to only 52.7k longs. We went all the way up to now having a positive net positioning of plus 15.2k net positions with 61.7k longs compared to only 46.5k shorts. So clearly institutions have been longing GBPUSD aggressively. Now, why do I say GBPUSD if we're just looking at the GBP? because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. So if we're checking the data for the GBP, we're actually already checking GBPUSD. Now, this means that if we will see a successful break above this resistance after a break on the retest of the previous resistance turn support, this is where we have good probabilities of seeing more institutional longing, which at that point would further increase the probabilities of a potential rejection to the upside away from this level. So if we see the successful break above this resistance on the retest of this previous resistance turn support, how I could be approaching and what I would expect in a situation like this? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily time frames combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in a trend of a market, the best time frames for that are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if the market breaks above this resistance and then goes for the retest, and inside of this area, the market shifts from an intraday bearish market to an intraday bullish market, at that point, I would expect a potential rejection to the upside away from this level to complete this potential daily impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find linked both in the description and in my bio. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to the most complete, all-inclusive mentorship program that you could think of. In fact, you have all my courses, so risk management and trading psychology course, the day trading course, swing trading course, the MQL4 programming course on automated trading. And you also have the possibility to gain access to all my softwares, so the COT data software, the trading station software. And if you continue to scroll down on the website, what you will see is that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the sign-up process. So I really suggest that you go and check it out as soon as possible. The link is both in the description and in my bio, and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and also let me know in the comments below any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in the next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.